Today's message is about synchronicity, and it's knowing that everything is happening at a divine timing and that it's working for you. Synchronicity reminds us that it's important that everything happens for a reason, and we need to know that the perfect timing has to happen so that certain things can line up. So say, for example, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're meant to be with somebody else and that relationship breaks up, but then that person's with somebody else, so you keep going on your path and then eventually they release and then all of a sudden you can come together. The timing has to be right, the lessons have to be learned, the connections need to form. You need to also spiritually grow as a person as well to understand, oh, hold up, there's a synchronicity there. We were at the same place, or different things like that. For a funny story, my husband and I, we cross paths a lot of the time. We come from the country. The house that I used to go and stay at when I was a child with my parents and my sister, and we would be there. Literally 2 doors up was my husband that I never met. And that was 5 hours away from where I lived, so that was really crazy. And then he moved to the town that I lived in. He also lived my grandmother or my great-grandmother's house. His family rented that home and he lived in there too. So sometimes the timing has to be right. I mean, obviously you can tell now he's my soulmate. He's meant to be here with me, and I love him dearly because he does love, trust and believe me in everything that I do. So to have the synchronicities, you need to be kind of looking for them but not controlling them, just trusting in the process, and that's a big thing. The universe speaks in patterns, okay, and that's what I was just explaining to you then. Like, it happens, coincidences, meaningful like signals, that gives us the ability to see that things are happening, if that makes sense. Like I said, you still have to stay in the present. You have to stay here, not try to control it and go, wow, I had these 3 synchronicities, that person has to be with me. No, you can't force it together. It has to come together in the divine timing. So remember that the synchronicity is the key. You need to trust on your intuition. There's a lot of people that I'd seen in readings throughout the year, and they spent a long time with a person that they thought they were going to marry, and they were really shocked about it. But the person they actually married had the same name. So there's a synchronicity in the names. And I always say people with the same name have a similar type of personality, or they have a similar type of connection some way. There is a synchronicity in the names. You need to trust on your intuition, what you need to push, what you don't need to push. And you also need to have a glimpse into this oneness once the synchronicity comes together. So synchronicities line up. You don't have to have control. You have to trust the universe. Again, I've said this in other videos this week. You have to trust in the synchronicity. Things will go at the right timing, at the right pace. You need to trust the process. You need to believe in yourself. You need to know that there's a higher power here wanting to help you. You've got your guardian angels, your guides, your loved ones who have passed over. They're here for you. Trust the process. You need today. Watch for the little synchronicities that are coming up today. See you again.